So on this channel, we love a little bit of diversity. You have an AMG GTR, you have an R35 GTR, and all this modern stuff is cool and stuff, but there's something even cooler, and I have the keys to it. And not only that, it's my brother's car. So let's take a look over here. So if you're not into your cars, you'll probably look at this thing and say, well, that's a land yacht. Like what good is that to a young fella? But this car hosts an RB25 engine, meaning it's very powerful. The engine's used for drifting throughout the world, and it's fitted with a two-way Nismo diff. But more to the point, it's pearl white, which is of course as Japanese as it gets. It has this lovely emblem here that doesn't really mean anything at all, but it comes from a factory like that. You have your chrome grille. This car has been kitted. Moving around, you have your two-piece wheels as well. Little details. But I'm going to show you why this car is so popular in Ireland and why the prices on these things are going one way, and that's up. So inside the heart of this land yacht is the RB25, as I said, and these engines themselves at the minute is making an absolute fortune. But if you come with me, let's take a look at the interior. So if you follow me on TikTok, you probably did see the video of me slating the interior, but except from that, I do love it. Like, what else would you get? Real Japanese. You have a wood finish. You have this sort of hearing aid brown interior, which is dual tone. These seats have literally come out of your granny's couch. And one thing better, when this loads up, actually before that, look, take a look at the steering wheel. That is something out of a boat. It beeps, it's real Japanese, but have a look at this. So this car is a 2000 model, and yet it has touchscreen for your heatings, everything. Unfortunately, I don't speak very good Japanese, so I can't tell you much more. But again, this car originally was created for the Japanese market. It competed against the likes of your BMW 7 Series, your Mercedes S-Class, the luxury end of things. But now here it is, imported into Ireland and basically turned into a drift missile. And it's automatic, but now it's a manual gearbox. So gearbox wise, this does have a gearbox from an R34 Skyline, which means it's durable, it works, and more importantly, it'll take the abuse. But one thing that not annoys me, but I think needs to be done is, here you have one Recaro, very Jap style, and you have your single original seat. But take a look at this seat. Over here we have a bride bucket seat. So Danny is literally only after buying this. So what would you rather, a bride seat or a Recaro? We're going to put the two in a minute, see how we get on, and I think over a while we'll decide which looks better. But then again, I think a set of bride seats in the GTR might be a thing. So keeping in the theme with a business executive car, you can see chrome and gold emblems. Take a look in the boot. Do not mind the traffic cone, but there is a lot of room in that for loads of activities. And again, that's why it was built for that. But, you know, we like four doors here. And this is why this thing exists. This is an R32 Skyline, fully built pro-spec drift car. So I wasn't going to say much about this car because this is coming up in the next video. And yes, it's road legal. But this car has the RB20 engine. As you can see, full drift spec, lightweight, all the bells and whistles. Follow me. But take a look at the bonnet, the paintwork. It is pearl sparkly green, fully wrapped, of course, in a real JDM inspired wrap, thanks to Adam Elsie. Inside again, you have your NASCAR style roll cage, you have your steering wheel, you have your hydraulic handbrake, you have all the stuff to make it go sideways. One of my favorite things is the ATEC wraparound seats. Even around the back, you have your full roll cage, full kit, and take a look at them exhausts. Is there any need for them? Absolutely not. And the best thing is, it wears a number plate. Right, so enough of this photograph and stuff. It's time to take these out and see what noise it makes. And skids maybe.
That's a KB mix.
A quick fact, we drove from Belfast to Dundalk with these lights on. In this, not on the trailer, we actually drove it. We're not well in the head. Oh, and before I forget, right, follow me down. I have another car that's very, very cool, and I want to know, the next video, do you want this car or the one I'm about to show you? And keeping in the theme of old school, you know, V6 twin turbo, very cool. V8 naturally aspirated manual, very cool. But this, for me, is probably one of the coolest cars. So this is the latest machine to join us. It is an historic spec Talbot Sunbeam TI rally car, 1.6 on Webers, slicks, 4-speed straight cut gearbox, and it sounds very, very cool. Is it the fastest car in the world? Absolutely not. But that's not the point of it. It is an LSD, all the fun stuff, makes all the right noises, and as you can see, that is as simple as motoring is going to get, and no power steering. So keep an eye at the end of this video. We're going to bring this out for a quick spin in the darkness of County Monaghan, and it's wet outside. Wish us luck. So firstly, I have two things to apologise for. One, work is that busy this week, we have to film at night time. And secondly, the beeping from the turbo booster. But anyways, here we are. You gotta love it. Old school, turbo blow off. So this car is a 5-speed. Nice power to it, really. Now, obviously it's a big car, so it's not a car you're gonna start throwing into corners anytime soon. And for that, it's not the most responsive car, but then again, no one really cares. And I'm sure James in the passenger seat will agree, it is probably the most comfy car ever. Like, without exaggerating, yeah, he's nodding, he's happy. Like, you can get into like a 7 Series or whatever, like a 60, 70,000, and you're not gonna get the comfort you are in this. And this is, I think, why it's just so cool. And obviously with the rise of JDM cars of late, it makes a lot of sense. So take for granted here, we're doing 80 kilometers an hour in the most extreme comfort, and then you decide, you know what, I'm after taking the wrong turn, down the gears in your manual gearbox, turn it around, and you can do that. Now you can't do that in your 7 Series. So in complete contrast of this luxury automobile, I'm going to grab another JDM car that, let's just say, is not near as comfortable, but it's probably more fun and purpose-built. So I wasn't messing when I said we're doing a complete contrast. Welcome to the road legal drift car. As you can see, we have a very nice steering wheel, we have the handbrake, we have a 5-speed gearbox and loads of buttons, and of course, thankfully, we have the ambience package. Anyways, less of that, let's go for a spin. It is so much fun, this thing. Anyways, driving wise on the road, you know, it's as expected. It's a drift car, so let's, you know, set up the drive straight. Of course, you have the handbrake as well, which doesn't help the entire situation. But despite that, it is really nice to drive. Oh yes. So it must be said, as you can hear from the noises, it's very, very mechanical. Probably not the best daily driver, but then again, it's not made for that. So far, Danny got one day out of it in the Drift Games Drift Bash, and that in itself was great fun. But one of the big advantages, especially in a tight spot, into reverse, and the lock on it is incredible. As you can see, here we are. It would turn literally in a telephone box, it's that good. Just like that. Gotta love it. Now this is what YouTube's all about. Like, this is what you want. Literally empty car park in the middle of a dealership, some rear wheel drive Jap cars, and some tyre smoke. You gotta love it. And of course, it's fully legal because, well, it's the forecourt. Nice one. Actually, just off camera, and completely correct, James did say if you own a tyre company and you'd like to sponsor us, I will appreciate that. Listen to this, hang on. So it's currently, what time is it? 8:30 and we have a man on a motorbike. Welcome to Monaghan. Anyways, less of that. We're going to go over to the house in this. I'm going to show you the bar actually because my good friend here, he does love a drink or two. So I'm going to show him that, and we actually need to get petrol in this as well. So jump in and let's go back in time. Not the easiest car in the world to drive. Listen to that gearbox. Straight cut, 4-speed, old school rally car. Welcome to the McConnell household. But more importantly, this is where the bar is situated and the petrol for this car. So what more do you need in life? So when we're here getting the petrol, I decided, I wasn't actually in the shed in ages, just between everything. So basically this is where all the carton stuff was kept, and since work in college and TikTok especially, carton sort of didn't really happen. So this is, well, it was my current cart. It's a 2016 chassis. This chassis actually won the Irish Championship, Rotex Max Senior with the power valve of course, and it's a Tony cart. Over here is Mark's cart. This cart's actually for sale. Again, it's running the latest Evo engine as well. And actually, if you take a look over here, this was my first sort of proper kart introduction to the senior karting world. And as you can see, it was inspired by the legend himself, Ayrton Senna. Now this was quite an old chassis at the time, but like everything else, we built our way up, and I did get some pretty cool trophies thanks to this. So I'm definitely not selling that. And I thought at the time it was cool to paint it grey. Who knows why? That's a spare chassis. What else is here? There's a picture of me and Craig Breen back in 2011. There you go, look at them brown trousers. What else we have? And down here as well, I actually have a lot of rally programs. So for example, there's Rally Ireland from 2007. So I was only a very young fella there. And on the covers of this was one of my first road cars, a wicked red Citroen Saxo. And if you take a look here, on the number plate, you'll see that a Citroen Sport, a rally fan. So you know what it was. I put them, I believe they're XXRs if I remember correctly, put them onto it. Again, 5-speed, but more importantly, and you guessed it, it has the sun lid. And look, this is like going down memory lane. My first racing suit. Where did you get this? There you go, the name on it because I was so professional, and even back then, branding was always key. Junior Sir project. There you go. That's a clay model. Lift that up. Jesus. That's heavy, isn't it? Yeah. There you are. Anyway, we come in here for petrol, so we'll grab it, we'll grab the funnel, and we'll head over to the bar and fill it up. So this is the glamorous side of rooting with cars, especially rally cars and old school rally cars like that absolutely loves to drink petroleum jelly. Well, try not to spill it because the brakes are a bit warm. You know you're getting paid to do videos and not like watch videos. Anyway, welcome to Nora's bar. The car is cooling down. Let me see, what do you want to drink?
Oh, Heineken please?
Heineken. 0%.
Okay, yeah.
0%. So this is basically where all our fantastic ideas for YouTube and TikTok is all created. Generally very late at night, hence the videos. But anyways, it's a good spot. It's a good spot to have friends over. And of course, it's a little bit of crack. And do not rate my pint of drinking because I'm...
Jesus.
Hang on, no. Oh, hang on. Oh, we'll save it. We'll save it. Maybe not. Now, Temple Bar, at this time, that would be 15 euros. And you're getting it for free. But don't drink too much because we're getting back in the rally car and it's quite jumpy and bumpy. And yes, I'm not cleaning up sick. So I'm behind the camera now because this fella is enjoying this point. There you go. So if you want to join JMC TV, you get free drinks, spins and some very cool cars. And we're going to watch some cars leaving a car show, as per usual. Happy?
Happy.
Yes. Just let everything warm back up again. But again, the noise, there's the gearbox, the stones, it's nothing else will ever give you this sort of atmosphere like. And just like that, it's back in its home. Probably needs a bit of a clean, but like everything else. There we are, we found reverse. Need Danny. Press the horn, would you? There we are. Yeah, very good.
It's lovely. It's lovely. Very nice.
That's the engine.
That's the engine. No way.
Yeah, it's a 1 litre EcoBoost.
Okay.
Pops and bangs.
All right.
Yeah. These are the turbos right here. That's 1 turbo. That's 2 turbo.
Twin turbo.
Not 3 turbos actually.
3 turbos.
Yeah.
Where's the third?
Yeah. Danny, where's the third turbo in this? In the boot.
In the boot.
It was either in the boot or it was in the passenger side. One or the other.
Oh, okay.
And this here is actually, that's your boost control for both turbos. And then there's one of them in the boot as well.
So triple boost.
Triple boost.
Oh, okay. Very good.
So just like that, it is 10:30 and we are done filming and everything. And that means only one thing. And you can have all this fun you want, but you still got to get the work done. So a few more photographs. So we have 2 cars to photograph for stock. I have 3 cars going out tomorrow. And then I have another car going out Friday. And then go at rally time. So if you didn't check out, be sure to check out my TikTok. If you didn't subscribe to the YouTube, be sure to subscribe to that. And when you are here, actually take a look at this print. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Should I run a competition and give one of them away? Anyway, for myself, thank you very much for joining me again, and I hope you enjoy. And do let us know in the comments what car do you want to see next. Danny, who's hiding behind the door. Show Danny. There he is, that's Danny. He doesn't talk. So Danny's Skyline or the Talbot Sunbeam Rally car. Let me know and we'll get it organised. Until next time, Slán.